Greetings fellow engineers and welcome here on Tartaross Inc. After my last ship upload, which was the mercenary ship Vagrant, a lot of you talked to me about the things they liked about the ship and disliked, and gave me tips on how to further improve the ship and its functions. I also myself spent some hours looking through the workshop and the internet to gather some inspiration, since the Vagrant is a vessel that I like very much, and so I didn't want to leave it in its, let's say, unfinished Mark 1 state. Also, the Deep Space Nation, a group of content creators, has recently begun its work, and so I figured out that the time is right to improve the Vagrant, and to honor my fellow mates over at the DSN I picked a color scheme suitable for our group and named the ship the Vagrant MK2 Deep Space Nation Custom. So in this video I would like to show you around and mainly focus on the changes I made compared to the Mark 1 version. So if you haven't checked that one out, the links to the video and the workshop file are in the description. So first off, the things I got rid of. I swapped the entire thrusters and the look of the exterior engine base. The frame for that is based off the 6 megawatt engines by GEC or GEC, I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. I did that because I didn't want to use the modular thrusters by second anymore, cause I think they don't look too good on the ship, although they are still a favorite of mine. And since the modular thrusters have much more power, I needed more space for the white flavored thrusters. Also, there no longer is a booster function, simply because of available space reasons and because they tended to break the ship sometimes and in an unpredictable way. I also deleted the bench and the holo TV inside and put something more useful there, which I will show you later. On the exterior there haven't been a lot of changes, besides the ones I already mentioned. But I added a controllable turret, a landing camera which will fold up when going into flight mode, and some highlights here and there. I also slightly changed the side fins on the front. Now when you open the ramp from the outside, a new AI sound file is played, and when the ramp goes down, the AI welcomes you aboard the Vagrant MK2 Deep Space Nation Custom.
Activating ramp. Please stay away from any moving parts. Welcome aboard the Vagrant MK2 Deep Space Nation Custom.
Also, the ramp is now illuminated with lights when down. The back section of the interior hasn't changed at all. You still have your bed, your sealed security toilet, and your little kitchen with sink, stove and cooker hood to cook yourself some nice space mac and cheese. But on the front section, however, you can now see a working oxygen system that can at least provide the cockpit seats with oxygen, since the small ship grid doesn't support oxygen yet. On the other side you have a little seat to control the turret on top of the ship, so when going into battle, be sure to bring your firearms buddy with you. The cockpit hasn't changed that much, besides of new LCDs, a little bit more visibility to the sides and a different light setting. The startup process of the engines has however changed slightly. You still get the sounds, the lights on top of the ship and in front of you and the voice, but you can also see the status on the left LCD.
Thrusters on.
Also, when shutting down the engines again and the thrusters go offline, the ship activates the cooling process to discharge the heat of the thrusters, which is basically just an oxygen effect.
Thrusters off. Attention. Activating cooling system. Discharging heat.
But this effect isn't connected to the main oxygen system inside, so it's up to you if you want that for the looks or not. Another thing I added is some kind of holo aim point when activating the weapon systems.
Weapon systems activated.
Besides that, the weapons are basically the same. And yes, you can still fire the fat birder by pressing the 7.
Firing heavy caliber anti-armor weapon in 3, 2, 1, fire.
Okay, I guess that's all for the Mark II. I would really like to hear what you think of the additions and whether you like or don't like them. Also be sure to check out the guys over at the Deep Space Nation, the links will all be in the description. And last but not least, don't forget to rate the ship in the workshop and leave a like and sub if you haven't done yet, and if you never want to miss another video. I hope to see you all next time, and as always, keep on engineering and cheers!